you're a young stylist, find a mentor. Really find a mentor. Find someone that's going to instill their knowledge in you and that you can build on your foundation. Because there's only so much you learn when you're in beauty school. And I don't even know. I mean, I haven't, it's been, you and I have ventured into beauty schools here and there to see what's going on. But I think that, you're just getting your foundation when you go to school. They're teaching you, you're learning the basics because there's so much to learn. And in a 9-month period, how much can you actually absorb? Usually just enough to pass the state board test. And then is when you build the house on top of that foundation. And that's where you got to get in with someone or somewhere where they're gonna give you education. To get your foot in the door, you have to look the part, and then you've got to be able to back it up. And my question to you is then, and I'm putting it back on you, is okay, you're there. You got in the door. Now what do you do to sharpen your skills? Basically, and we're talking about just young stylists, okay? Basically, you're a knife that hasn't been sharpened yet. You've just been forged into a blade. Okay, we'll just use that as an example. How do you then put an edge on that blade? How do you go about that?
There's a lot of new hires that come in and they're like, I did all this work, I took all this advice, I dressed for the part, I put myself together, I show up every single day, and all I do is sweep. All I do is shampoo. All I do is answer phones. They're not teaching me anything. It goes both. There is a certain thing to it. Getting training once a week, that's your scheduled time to be trained, okay? It's that relationship that you were talking about. And I'm not saying every salon, some salons take advantage of new hires, some salons, they don't. Some salons have it set up properly to have a training program. Some salons, they don't. They're just trying to figure it out. Absorb everything you can. Understand that when you're first hired, for that first month, for that first week or two, whatever it is, get your footing. To a certain degree, it is a relationship. You want to be treated the way you want to. You also want to treat the person that you just ended up with the way you want to treat them. It's two ways, okay? And again, I'm saying this is a business relationship. I'm not saying this is a personal relationship, but it still is a marriage. It still is a relationship to a certain degree.
Right.
Let the owner know that you are hungry. You are doing your job. You're performing the duties assigned. You are sweeping and shampooing and answering phones or whatever menial tasks they're assigning you. But you are hungry and you want more. And that's really what it's about. Go shadow on your downtime. Go shadow. The owner, my mentor, never touched her station. Every clip she reached for, I grabbed it. Every comb she wanted out of the barber side, I cleaned, I pulled it out. Every brush, every tool, every whatever, I handed it to her. She never put it back down on the countertop. I handed it to her. And the reason was I was shadowing so closely that I was learning, oh, she's doing this. That's why she's grabbing this. And it just became second nature to me when it was my time for actual class time. It just became second nature to grab the actual tool or to grab the right clip or to grab the right comb or the right brush or the right whatever. That is a form of learning. And it showed her through my actions that I was hungry for knowledge. Within a couple of months, I wasn't sweeping as often. I was doing more shampoos because she was relying on me. And now I started finishing blow dries and styles. Yep. I started finishing color pull-throughs. I wasn't answering the phone so much because I was busy working on clients. The other new stylists who weren't as aggressive, as hungry, as showing through action that they wanted to be treated like a proper stylist because I just got hired for a stylist job, not an assistant job. They were treated more like assistants.
Right.
You know, so you have to show. The owner is hiring you They're taking a chance on you. You have to prove to them, they see something in you. You have to prove to them that whatever it is they saw in you, they're taking a chance on, you have to show them that's what it's about. And you also have to dictate to them that this is how you want to be treated at this level as well, too. That's the
Right.
best advice I can tell you.
Yeah. I agree 100% with everything you said. From being on both sides of the coin, an investment is being made in you. It's an investment. And if you work in a salon, I guarantee you, I'm just going to put a number at 80% of the stylists that work in that salon are more than happy to share knowledge with you. There are those that are like, get away from me, whatever. And they're not worth even wasting any more words on. The ones that want to share with you. And if you show some gratitude, there's that word again. You and I are, if you show some gratitude to them, they'll share more with you. And really, you get to, like we were talking about, build that house on that foundation. My famous motto to everybody I trained was always, the dumbest question is the one you don't ask. Now, sometimes I always said, my whole thing is don't ask me in front of the client. When we're in the back room, make a mental note, ask me and I'll explain it out to you. Because a lot of clients are paying for your time, my time. I guess just to put everything all in a nutshell for this week, is look the part, build your arsenal, build your skill arsenal, and how cool is it that we work in an industry where the sky's the limit.